Welcome back for another video. It's Eharbad, and I've been away for a couple of weeks. I was actually only away for just over a week, but then been busy this week with work, and we're basically back for a video after a bit of a short hiatus. This one will be a bit of a summoning video. We have this 2x ancient going on, and it's actually quite an appealing one. So if we jump over into this, if eventually it will load. It's just winding me up a little bit there, isn't it? Champion Chase Tournament. Oh, it's really slow. Basically, we got the Mythical Tome at 7,500 and 5 Immortal Soulstones at 10,000. There is some rewards up here as well, but we'll ignore that those exist. If we jump over to the old spreadsheet, let me just move that over. We can see basically the first Immortal Soulstone is 47 shards. The first Legendary Tome in total 57, so just a marginal cost of 10. For most people, this is kind of a good break point. You actually get a good amount of return. You should be shard accretive, so you should be continuing to earn more shards than you're going to be spending. As long as you're farming Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. If you have a large stockpile above and beyond a potential guaranteed champion, which we haven't had one from Ancients for a very, very long time, then you might start to look at the rewards beyond that. But I'd say for a lot of people, this 57 estimated shards, 3,000 points is probably where it's at. I am after mythical skill tomes where possible, and I do have a fairly healthy war chest in my shards. So we're looking really at this 7,500 points, which 141 shards to get there. Does massively increase my chance of pulling a legendary along the way as well. And then we're looking, 47 more shards for 5 Immortal Soulstones. That's pretty appealing, all in all. If we jump back into the game itself, I actually have 580 ancient shards and I have space for 130 pulls. We do have some other ways of getting points. One that a lot of people like doing is the Broadmoor, so that's one way, 350 points on a champion chase. We have 2 remnant summons, which I might do. I haven't quite decided yet. Generally, these are going to be worth, pretty much 250 points. The chance of getting the Void or the Mythical is quite low. And then we've also got 3 summons here, which are going to be minimum 250 points as well. So we shouldn't end up needing to do a full 188 shards. On the Ancient Shard side, we should be kind of reducing that. We're absolutely going to do the prisms because they're going to be summoned either way during this weekend. There's no way of, saving them. I would love to get a Morag from the epics. I have all the rest of them. And obviously, I'd really, really love a Firal for use in Hydra. Really, really good champion. Block buffs, decrease accuracy, AoE. Decent A3 as well in terms of giving everyone a perfect veil except for himself. But it's really this passive when they get 4 or more buffs, increases damage of allies. by 20%, which is huge. That's absolutely huge. Obviously, the increase in resistance and accuracy helps as well. It just means you can build your champions to do more damage, basically. So this passive is fantastic. Pretty much AoE Perfect Veil means you don't have to run Shamail. You can run a different damage dealer instead. So it opens up possibilities and really, really strong. The others, I would like a second Michinaki, I guess. Kira, is that the one that I need for Lady Mekage? It is Kira, because I don't have Ilsinia, so wouldn't be a terrible option either. And when we do pull our Ancients, we're again really looking for Ilsinia or Morag again. So it's kind of, we're just looking for the same things over and over. Let's not rest on our laurels and jump straight in. We get a Skull Crusher. Nothing particularly interesting there. Not even really a champion I'm that fussed about empowering either. Another epic. It is Morag. Come on, that's a good start. Absolutely top tier champion for Sintranos. Also, when we have things like epic only Fire Knight, could be quite fun. You know, you have this 2 random ally. What do you call it? Ally attack, AoE strength, and big damage dealing, defense based. So really, really good against the Taras in stage 19. So that's damn good. Now, if we can just top it off with the Feral, this will be perfect. It's another epic. It is a Sandlashed Survivor. Not a bad start. Not a bad at all. If I just jump here, I have actually full cleared again, 101 out of 101. That's the 5th consecutive time. 10 more points will get me my first ever cursed chest. I do have Carnage, who I'll probably doing a showcase or some kind of guide on at some point. I haven't actually built him up. But yeah, it's this stage S19 where we have Marishka double Taras in wave 1, where that Morag is extremely strong. And I think Morag's usable in some of these finite hard bosses in S15 and S17 on one of the rotations as well. So that's where Morag is going to come in clutch. So really, really happy that we've got her. Let's pull 120 shards, and then I'll have to create some space, figure it out, and then we'll see how we're getting on the points. So far, we have got 750, so I'll just make a note of that. 340 from the first 10 pull. That's kind of disappointing. I think our expected return is 533 on average. We're expecting about 1.5 epics per 10 pull. So this 10 rares is pretty brutal. You don't like to see that ever, let alone in 2x Ancients. You never want to see 10 rares. And we're just continuing to tot up the rares. Getting a couple of epics now, but not the one we need. It's Illusinia is who we need. So we'll just have to keep on pulling. I'm just kind of making a note at the side. I have we'll tot it up after this particular pull set. That's 580 again. So we're at 2,350 so far, and we have pulled 40 Ancients. Obviously, we did those 3 Prism Shards. We have hit gold. It's a 3rd Kymar. I don't think I can use 3 Kymars. Kind of a bit of anticlimactic, or ordinarily considered a fantastic pull. Kind of creates a lot of speed farming options with that full team reset. But between things like mythicals and all the rest of it, Kymar's really kind of fallen by the wayside, and I definitely don't need 3 of him. Kind of frustrating in that regard. We haven't yet pulled the epic we need. Getting a decent number of epics, I guess. 820, so we're now at 4820 in terms of points. We'll obviously also pick up a few points from Mystery Shards. It is champion training. That is going along at the same time. Another legendary. It's an Astrolith. Astrolith is new. There are some, because we got the whole HP exchange and gaining an extra turn. And you do have the irresistible bombs. It's a possibility. There are things you can do with Astrolith, but I'll be honest, I'm not massively excited about getting her. So far, Morag's been the one that I care about. Masamoto, I did actually use him in Curse City last rotation. Another legendary. It's a dupe again. Oh man, like we're absolutely killing the pulls right now. But we got Endalia, who's another useful one for the Mikage fusion, but I don't need. And Skullward is actually a dupe. Does that give me anything if we go Faction Guardians Ogrin, is it? No, it's not Ogrin, it's Lizard, isn't it? There we go, Lizard. And yeah, that does actually give me 30 accuracy and 30 resistance, so not the end of the world. And in Faction Guardians, I think Demon Spawn's already full, and the third one's not going to help anyway. Who was... Yeah, it was just Astrolith, right? Who is new. So that's that out the way. We've still got space for 30 more, and we're absolutely, like, I feel like we're well ahead of the expected. That's 10 mysteries. That's not going to help. That's wasting my space. I need to crunch those. So we'll ignore that. Another epic, still not the epic we need. Maybe it's the epic we deserve, but not the epic we need. So this is, I think, the last of the pulls. It'll be 110 ancients I'll have pulled by the end of this one. Only another 340. A couple of disappointing ones towards the end. Right then, we should be about 7,200 points in versus our target of 10,000. Let's just see where we are. It probably hasn't. Oh, it has. Yeah, 72.31. Obviously, a few coming from mystery shards there. Let me just quickly create some space, and I'll be right back with you. Right then, I should have enough space. One thing I just wanted to quickly do is actually empower my Masamoto. And I have leveled up the Masamoto because we do have a champion training going on before I feed him. I know I made that mistake once before, and people commented on it, and I wanted to show that I've learned my lesson. I haven't made that oversight again this time. Champion training, I think it's well worth doing personally. We would normally go for the legendary tome anyway, and then there's an extra basically 5,000 points for 7 chaos dust and 15 tier 2 essence. I don't know if objectively these are worth it. I would say the legendary tome and 3/4 of a prism shard, 75 gems, half a tier 2 crystal as well, immortal soulstone rather. All of these massively worth it. Is the final 2 really worth it? Maybe not, to be honest, but will I do it anyway? Quite possibly. Quite probably. I'll definitely do the dust here for 12.5 because I really need that dust. And then, to be honest, marginal cost, 2,500 for 15 tier 2 essence, which is quite a decent chunk. I'm going to do it. So there you go. I will be doing it. I don't expect necessarily everyone else to. We need, 2,800 points. It's going to be about another 50 shards ballpark. We have space for 60. Let's see. If we don't quite perfectly line it up, I'll probably leave the last bit for mystery shards. We're still hoping for Illusinia. It's just, it doesn't seem to be happening. Mikage continues to elude me. Fantastic champion, really finding her quite a challenge when you face her in live arena. She's so strong. Another 580 points, double epics. We're at 83.20. We need roughly 1,700 more points. Plus, I think I already had it about 80 extra coming from the mystery shards and all the rest of it. Oh, and it's again 10 rares. No one wants to see that. No one. But our legendary pull rate's been phenomenal. Our epic pull rate's not been that great. And our rare pull rate, look at that. Back to back. No one ever wants to see that. That is horrendous. That's really pushed our chances of getting it done in the next few shards is taking a bit of a beating. Will we get it done in the 50 that I originally kind of said we probably would? I'm now not so sure. We're now about 9,200. We'll do another 10 pull. We'll see where that leaves us. Come on. Give me the Illusinia. Definitely not another 10 rares. Come on. No, again. That is the 4th time we've pulled 10 rares. So we've ended up doing 60 instead of the expected 50. And we're still 800 points short. So I'm actually going to have to create yet more space. But then we are basically just, our good luck earlier has been undone because we've now pulled 170 shards. And it looks like we're going to end up going to about 190. So let me just quickly create some space, and then I'll be right back with you. Right then, we have 729 points to go. Hopefully we'll just get in this last 10 pull, but not if we keep getting more rares. Oh my god, so many rares. 340 points leaves us with 389. I'm just going to do another 10 pull. That'll take me to 190 ancients, even though I pulled 3 prism shards that should have drastically reduced the number I needed. We've had some appalling epic RNG. We're still 49 points below. I mean, yeah. What can we really say? We've oh man. Anyway, it is what it is. Those last 49 points I will get doing mystery shards. Yeah, basically. I'll get them doing mystery shards. Didn't get Vizug, so this is kind of irrelevant to me, although the Eternal's nice. But, we've got 2.5 days left to go. I don't know what people are going to do. It would be nice to finish top 3 because of the Immortal Soulstone. Not massively fussed about Relentless. I think they really need to up the rarity of these. Potentially actually give us a different set. Maybe Slayer set, something like that, because Relentless just... it's been out so long. At least up the rank and rarity of what we're getting, because at a certain point this just is no longer an appealing reward, and I think that needs a bit of updating. Anyway, we'll see. I'd even happily end in the gems, to be honest. So we'll see what we get. 49 more points. I'll do that during mystery shards. It was, I don't know. I kind of feel a bit conflicted. I'm super happy I got Morag. We did pull 3 legendaries in, what did we do in the end? 190 shards, which is pretty good. Our expected return was basically roughly 2, right? So we beat the legendary pull rate, but our epic pull rate was atrocious. And we didn't get the one we needed. No Ilsinia for me. So Mikage continues to elude me. We did get an extra copy of Vendalia, which, I mean, I guess that actually means that I'm going to have a copy when we eventually fuse. It's only Moonbeam here that I don't have a second copy of, and Aishma, in fact. No Ilsinia, plenty of Delages, plenty of Collins. Yeah, I don't know, guys. 3 legendaries, pretty good run there, but 2 of them were dupes, and the other one kind of niche, kind of not that fussed about having Astrolith, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed the video as it is. I'm going to look forward to building up Morag, and next time she's available for selection in Curse City, I will be using her. Ironically, I just built that Masamoto and I just ascended him to +1. Awakening? Ascending? I don't know. Anyway, empowerment. That's the terminology. And now we have the Morag. Better late than never, right? Anyway, as I always say, thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.